Hi buddy, welcome back to Mage Renaissance, episode 70 with me, Sid, and I am officially, today, at the day of watching this, back from my holidays. Of course, I'm actually recording this, like, you know, what, a week in advance of me actually going on my holidays, which means it's about 3 weeks ahead of this, but, you know, I'm back. So, yeah, I'm sure I had a wonderful time. And let's see what I've been up to. So, I have been, and I did a bit of AFKing over here. Oi! You're not doing your job, look. Hello? Go over here. Oh, man. Come on. Thank you. Can't get the staff. I went out to a village and I have collared a whole load of potatoes and a whole load of carrots. I've cannibalised these, so these are not going anywhere. This is still running. There's more than enough mana there, and currently I have got a mana tablet and a half in the bank. So these are stocking back up on potatoes. These are stocking back up on carrots. And what I'm basically doing, oh, I did, as I say, AFK'd here, and we've got 26 stacks of wheat as well. And I've made a space over here. Lovely, isn't it? So, I did originally think about using beetroots. Beetroots were an option, and I have some in here. And if we go and get our beetroot and we chuck that down with the Gorgomeralis, it's really not very effective. Now, my other thought, my other thought was Melon. It's probably a similar kind of thing, but I think I can automate Melon differently. And that's why I've got the melons there. Incidentally, the other thing we are getting an awful lot of out of this thing, oh, that was, I murdered one of those sprites, is soul wheat gems for wheat. So I had noticed there's a few carrot and potato souls as well, but I'm not worried about them. That's fine. And this is going off every, I don't know, 40 odd seconds, something like that. You can see this is mostly grown. Any second now that will bonk, and the world will be good and happy. You gonna bonk anytime? There we go. And then everything gets harvested. It takes a little while for these guys to pick everything up, and off they go again. Wow, bit of lag there. Anyways, so I want to do down here, I want to play around with another farm, and I'm thinking that it doesn't really matter. I was going to go with the drum, but we don't need a drum because we're not going to use a drum. So what we can do is, what I really could use is, first things first, is a few materials, I think. We could also do with getting some more melons grown. I don't know whether we can. Let's see what happens if I use my hoofer of growth. Are you gonna take these growth ticks and enjoy them? Maybe. The alternative, I could always go and find a jungle and harvest a few. There we go. That will do me. And we can obviously grab a few of these, and I probably only need like maybe 32, something like that. I'm not going for a massive number, although yeah, we could go for more. Let me turn that off. So melons have got an advantage that we obviously can break them, and each harvest will give us multiple melon slices, so that's a plus. I'm going to just leave that for a moment. I will come back to that in a moo. Now, if I wanted to make, have I got a Britannia thing over here? I have, haven't I? There you go. So I've got a mana spreader, and I've got a mana pool. I've got some Black Lotus, so we can top up that pool a little bit. Now, what we actually need is a lens. Lens, and what I want is a bore lens, if I can find it. They've changed the graphics on these, so bore uses a mana lens, 2 mana lenses, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a bit of that. I think will do the trick. What I'm not entirely sure is how much we need to. Right, so the ball ends is redstone, lapis, and a piston. 3, 4. I've really not got any wood other than that. Should work fine. Great wood. Yeah, a bit of iron, a bit of redstone, and we need 2 lapis. What else was it? And a redstone. Okay. So that should give us what we need, assuming that that wood works. It did. And that, along with that should give us a ball end. So let's just go and, well, for starters, how many melon seeds have I got, if any? No seeds. I have got a few slices of melon, however. So what I really could do with is a few more melons. Several ways to. Oh, hello. Several ways to get this, and of course, probably one of the easiest is to plant a load of them, isn't it? So I don't think I'm anywhere very close to a jungle. Let me just check. If I were a jungle, where would I be? Not over there, and not around there. None of that looks like a jungle. Oh, no. No. Yeah, Thorncraft Dungeon over there, apparently. That's forest. Yeah, I don't think I've got any jungles on the map at all. He says. Maybe I have. Let's just go and see whether we can steal. Spawn gate. Pow. Right, and then we are there. Yeah, okay. Well, that makes life easier. I mean, it would have been. I could have obviously gone and grown them and done all the usual stuff, but what we'll do is we'll head over this way and we shall go and find a few in the wild. A bit of pick your own melons. I haven't done that in, well, not melons, but I haven't done pick your own strawberries in donkey's years, really. I remember doing that when you were a kid, you know, going out and, you know, half of the. I was always surprised that the strawberry places didn't weigh you before you went in, because half of the strawberries went in your mouth, and it was always like 1 strawberry for you, 1 for the punnet, 1 for you, 1 for the punnet, and that was actually if you're being fair. I'm fairly certain that it was probably closer to more like 2 or 3 for you, 1 for the punnet. There we go. Oh, come on. I have been playing for a while, so we may have got a bit of. I may have to do like a restart just to eliminate the lag factor. It seems to be with this pack, the longer you play, the more the lag builds up. Hello, how are you, sir? Hiding there. Right, let me find some more melons and I shall be back in a moment. Alright, so the question I have, and the one that's quite difficult to answer in the first instance, is how many melon blocks can I think, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've done 12. How many melon blocks can a ball ends break? That is the question I have to sit there and answer. So there's a ball ends with what we really need to do is make you a redstone activated one. Actually, that's a good point. You just need a blob of redstone, which I've probably not got about my person. Because the idea is what I'm thinking we'll do is we'll use a hopper hock to pick up the melon slices. Maybe a dozen either side, if that works, and we'll There we go, redstone mana spreader. We could do with a bouton as well, couldn't we? Let me have a bouton. There you go. So, what I'm really trying to do here is I want to get 4 different food crops, which are farmable food crops, because we need to be able to control exactly what it is that the food crop. Oh, 1, 2, 3. Bang. Right. So if I were to go and plant, they don't need to be hydrated. They only need to be farmland for long enough to grow the melon stalks, and once that's done, then they're fine. That's the theory anyway. Let's just use this perhaps. That should. Yeah, we'll just do it that way. I'm not sure whether this will try and grow off to the side either, or to the other onto the stone. I thought they only grow onto dirt, but I may be wrong on that. My vanilla mechanics for melon growing are somewhat out of touch. Let's just take those out of the loop for a moment. We'll pop you down with your ball ends and your bouton. Maybe that works, maybe it doesn't, who knows. You can't put a button directly on it, that much is for certain. We do need to place a mana hoofer next to that, and we want my wand. Nope, that's the way around I want it. Okay, and then we are going to grab you, and very, very briefly, because we don't need a lot of mana here, that'll do us. Give me, thank you. And then we'll just throw these couple of black lotuses in, just to top that up. Definitely, oh, wow, it's got a fair range on it actually. Interesting. Will it manage that though with a full range of cacti? I'm just going to ensure that there is no chance that these can grow off to the sides. And well, we'll turn our sigil on and get these things growing. I'll be back when I've got a whole range of cactuses here. I mean, cactuses? Melons. A whole range of melons. Back in a moment. Alright, we've got aligned. There's 12 pumpkins here. Now, it occurs to me that 12 times 24, that should be more than enough. Let's see. You see, it will only actually do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is an issue. Not a major issue, but it is an issue. So, what would happen if I wanted to combine that and is it a potency lens? Oh, I can never remember. Let me get my book. No. Lexica Botanica, where are you? Thank you. Mana manipulation. Mana lenses. Blah blah blah. So single mana. Okay. This is enough. By combining 2 lenses with a slime ball, it's possible to unite them into one, keeping the effects of both. Okay. Velocity lens will drive the speed at which it travels, but carries it a bit less. Okay. So not velocity. Potency will double the amount of mana burst, however, it becomes slower and out of stars. Okay. Resistance lens and efficiency. increases the amount of time it... Okay. Alright, so that's a new one. I don't remember seeing the messenger lens. Bounce lens will bounce off. Gravity lenses, yada yada. Bore lens, it comes into contact draining its own mana to do so. So we probably want the potency lens then, wouldn't we? I think. Phantom lens. There, magnetizing lens. Burst to magnetize. Yeah, okay. We don't want that. Although it would be fun in a mana blaster. Okay, that's a weight lens. Okay. Burn. Force piston, yeah, we know about force flash. So I think we are looking at the one that allows it to carry more mana, aren't we? Apologise for the clicking sound. An efficiency lens, but it does so, and it's a potency, isn't it? That's what we need. Potency lens carries more mana, so it will travel further. Okay, let us see if we can make a combined one. Oh, hang on a second. Make sure I am on the correct gauntlet, just in case anybody is waiting. Anybody want a piece of me? There seems to be quite a few people out here who look like they would. Hi. This, you see, is not helping. All of these graves are acting as mini spawners around the place, and the more graves, the more these villagers die, the more the mobs spawn. The more the mobs spawn. It's not a problem, but it's an annoyance. So if I want a mana potency lens, it's a fire rune, which we don't have. Okay. And a mana lens, which we can make quite easily. So we can do the mana lens, but the fire rune is going to be a pig because I haven't got the makings of... Oh man. Okay, glass. Bloop. Bloop. I'm going to need to set that up in a temporary way to move forwards. Let me just sort that out. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, we've got this set up. We should hopefully have enough here to do this, but we're going to need you, one of you, we're going to need you, and we're going to need you. And then, with a bit of luck, we'll have enough mana in there. I mean, it's not a huge amount, but there doesn't need to be a vast amount. And then one of those combine with that. And damn it, I meant to bring a crafting table with me. God. I don't think I've got anything on me that will actually allow me to make a crafting table down here. It's fine. Right, let me oh, hang on. Yeah, let's head in here. I shouldn't need a crafting table much, but what we're going to do is, if I do you and potency, composite bore potency, or potency bore, I'll do them that way around. Doesn't really matter. I don't think it will have an effect. If it does, then you know, c'est la vie. However, what we need to do now is get these pumpkins growing again. Which again, if I think about this, there is a quick way of doing this. If I can get out. Right, I am going to, first things first, these trees here have been utterly demolished by something. I think they're probably been struck by lightning or some such thing. So I'm going to grab and these out of the way. and that one as well. And then I'll make a crafting table down there, and that will solve our problems going forwards a little bit, won't it? In theory, at least. And we can plant those in the spots where the trees were. There we go. Oh, that's not actually. That's an ironwood leaf. And the rest are oak. Right. I sorted that out. We can head back down here. And we'll drop off everything bar that and those. We will make a crafting bench out of, and the crafting bench we will place here, for want of a better thing, and then we'll just do that. There you go. Oops. Right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10's alright. 10's doable. Okay, now, armed with said plans, we can now start to think about what we're going to do. I'm going to need 2 more. I'm going to need another lens, and how am I going to? This is going to be a bit awkward. Yeah, that's going to. Right, stupid question. If I place you there, where are you binding to? You are... No. Hang on. If I place you there, you are drawing from... I've never really thought about this, but if I go and do this and that, it doesn't have a mana source. I don't think that's basically the problem. If I do that, it does. So what I need to do is I need to bring... Do I really worry that much about capturing the mana at the other end? I don't think there will be any. If this is a full line, the mana here will be virtually non-existent. Now, I think we can just work like this, and we'll just shunt ourselves into, and we'll pop those there and there, and grow those up big and strong, and then we can take out this side and that side. Yeah, I think I've got a plan here. So give me a second, I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I think we're kind of getting somewhere with this. I've been faffing around with some ideas, and I'd originally thought, let's go with the same technique that this works with, that we use a hourglass to trigger them every so many minutes. Now you can see this is working fine. Each one of these has now got best part. Well, they're not even, that's much is true, but they are filling up. And what I'm going to do, I think, with this is, before we go to mana generation, I'm going to AFK for a while. Now these are taking a while to grow. These are all set up. There's no, except there is no no mana in the pools. That's the word I was looking for. But we can fix that relatively rapidly, and I'm going to put a decent amount of mana in this, I think, because it's going to take a while to run this through, but I think if we... How are you? You empty? Excellent. If we go and pop that in there, and I'm going to take that and take about half of that mana. Or maybe less. What we at? We barely took any, didn't we? Let me just let that run through until it's... I don't think we'll need a lot, but I do want to make sure that I've got enough to open the Elven Gateway when we start on that particular piece. Now my thoughts here are this. I would like to place an observer facing in to either side of that, and then I would like to bring the redstone signal, probably, we can probably do like that actually. Now what should happen once we've got, let me find some dirt, because I need to come above this over here. What did I say it was? 10? 3, 6, 9, 10. So if I come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to about there and place that here. Stick, actually it does, shouldn't need, if I stick the hopper hook on the, helps if you don't put it in, of course. If I stick the hovering hopper hook on the side there, and then throw down some watermelon, excellent, there you go. Now the hopper hook will be able to pick up whatever is on there, but I think what we'll do, just to make sure it doesn't get confused, is we will place a item frame on there. It shouldn't be able to get confused. But you can see it's not picking up those, which is good. So my thoughts were originally, let's time this thing and run this through on this on a clock. There's obsidian at the end just in case it goes further than it needs to, but if I break that one, then that should pick all of that up. And if we work it on this one, there's a 1 in 10 chance of these plants growing, and obviously the other one. So if I was to place that one, but obviously it will only go when these 2 plants grow. So these have got all the chances in the world to grow naturally. And eventually what we'll end up with is a reasonable amount of melon. We've got a goodly amount of wheat. I may even have to upgrade that. I'm never sure exactly how big these things go to. Oh, well off. So my thoughts now is I'm going to AFK. I'm going to close my hatch. We're going to AFK in this area. That should allow all of this stuff to run pretty much constantly. Hopefully after maybe like 24 hours of AFKing we'll have, or less, 20 hours, something like that, we'll have a goodly amount of all of the materials. And the next episode we can actually, because we're going to take, this guy is going to come out of here, this, we're going to have a section probably, probably over this way, and we'll basically start putting this into action. Next episode we probably also need to do the Elven Gateway, because we need to get the crafty crate to do the wheat into bread. At the moment we only have 3 ingredients. I'm just going to deal with whoever that is, because he really does need to sort out his asthma. Yeah, you can see here we've got major infestation of skeletons. And another one. These guys are problematic, and it's mainly due to these graves. Anyway, until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. And bye for now.